We're on. We're recording.
Andre. Now say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looks like you're getting the finger.
No,
It does.
You're not. You weren't getting the finger. You were just visually impaired.
Why are you
Peace.
flipping me off? Oh,
Peace.
you're not.
I was giving you the peace symbol.
Well, isn't that FU in England?
Hey,
or
happy
Australia or
Mother's Day to you, John.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
You are
Mother's
such
Day
a
to you,
wonderful,
Marv.
you are such a wonderful mom.
Try.
Life is hard comedy here, folks. We're here to give you all the great news that's going on in this super country led by our imperial leader, the wonderful, the great Donald J. Trump. He's the best. I mean, I know he's the best because I watch a cabinet meeting and everybody in there goes, first of all, I want to thank you for your leadership. We've never done so little for so few in such a short time, in such a fast, long time either. You've accomplished things that no other president's ever dreamt of, Donald J. Trump. You have sunk the stock market in record time, emptying the shelves. There's not going to be any food or toys or gifts. You told us to Doll Donny, they called him to Doll Donny, you can't have 30 dolls anymore. You can only have 2. So go through all your blow up dolls, John. Go through them. You got to pick 2.
You know what question?
I'm guessing one of them's going to be the anal doll. I'm guessing. What?
You know what? One question they're never going to ask Donald Trump, the media, that they always ask any other candidate. Sir, how much is a gallon of milk? How much is a loaf of bread? Because you know he's going to be like, oh, it was like $15, $20. I don't know. What am I? Who am I? I don't get. I don't go do those things.
What am I? Am I your shopper? Am I your? What's that? People that shop for you call? What are they called? Is that
yeah?
the
But
guy
they would ask. Yeah, Instacart.
Am I your Instacart?
I've never needed to look at prices.
Am I your Instacart, sir? Is that what I am?
Yet again, the guy who knows how to do nothing. He doesn't know how to do a single thing, but look at pictures. I'm not certain he knows how to read. I'm not saying that.
I've seen him read. They might have had a microphone in his ear.
Teleprompter, right? But are we sure those not like it's not a teleprompter, but it's just like pictures of like elephant, goat, TV, bear.
Frankly, I'm a great reader. I'm a great reader. Of all the readers, I'm the readiest. I'm the readiest. I was talking to my friend P. Diddy.
It's weird that no one's ever asked him any civics questions. You know what I mean?
You got to wait till it ends before you talk.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear
it doesn't stop.
What
you didn't hear any of it? Was it on? I didn't have the stage. Oh, fuck. Now we're on. Now you should hear this.
If Diddy did diddle dudes, how many dudes did Diddy diddle?
According to my calculations, if Diddy did diddle dudes, Diddy diddled over 1 billion dudes.
Oh, damn, does that mean Diddy's getting his doodle did?
Oh, most definitely. If Diddy's found guilty.
Oh, no.
You heard all that, right? Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay. What were we talking about before I tried to change it? I'm punching myself. I'm sorry, John.
It's why we're up for the award, right?
Who put us up for the award?
We were just nominated. I don't even know how we got nominated.
Someone nominated us?
I guess.
Well, tell them what the award is.
Well, the good thing is somebody saw the show, right?
Hey, there's no bad publicity.
Right?
Ask P. Diddy. It's all good. It's all good.
We got a Pope, Mark.
If we just could have had American Pope, I would have been happy, John. But I'm sure somebody named Leo. No Americans are named Leo.
Yeah, Tolstoy. No, he's not American. Leo. Would you call him Leonardo?
Leo Leonard.
Leonard? Yeah, there's Leonard
I think that's
Nimoy.
pushing it. He wants to be Pope Leo.
Pope
Just
Leo.
wish he was American. Isn't he from? He's from Peru, right?
I don't. Maybe. No, he spent time in Peru. I can't tell if I should go with this really
You
bad
need to
bit
speak
or
up for yourself, John. You know he's an American fucking Pope. You know he's. And you didn't speak up for yourself. I tested you, and you failed. You fucking failed.
I failed
Bring
what,
in the
Marv?
cops.
I failed what?
My test.
What
I said
was
he
the
was.
test?
I wish he was American, and you didn't say a word. He is American.
I thought there was something that I didn't know, but he spent. I thought you were doing a bit,
Oh, no.
and I would. The one. So wait a minute.
He's
hold
more
on.
like
The
a South
one
American
time-
Pope, though, because
The one
he spent
time, yes, and
most
you.
of his life in South America.
Okay, yeah, but the one time I give you latitude and yes and you, and then you're like, you scold me for
You
it.
didn't yes
The one
and,
time
though.
I
You just
have
sat
problems
there.
with
You just
No,
sat there.
Yes,
did
because I
this.
thought you were doing a bit. The one time I give you improv latitude, and you're like, no, you didn't know me. The one time, because I thought
I'm
there
gonna
was a
break your
joke
bones.
coming. I thought there was
This
a
is
joke
next time I
coming.
see you, I'm taking your leg and I'm cracking it in half.
I'm like, all right, well, let's see where he goes with this. I'll let him have, because any other
Well,
time, yeah,
they
I'd be like, no, Marv.
They didn't pick Trump is the main thing.
No, they did, but
You know,
I did say that there
Trump-
was going to be an American Pope.
Trump went to Melania and said, "Can you believe, honey, they didn't pick me?" And she said,
Is that dick good? Yes, kid. How good is that dick? Oh, how good is that dick, bitch?
and Melania wouldn't say any of those things. I think Melania is a stronger woman than that because she's not going to the White House and visiting Trump at all right now. Laura Loomer's up there going, allegedly,
Oh, really? He's giving him the
Hoover
old
his
Hakatua.
penis.
Wow.
Talk to it, girl.
Is she cleaning up his diaper and all that too? Is what they say,
I
right?
bet she is. I bet she's changing his diapers. Allegedly.
Man.
Alleged. See, I keep us out of the lawsuits. You sent me a
Alleged.
video today of a woman who goes online and picks on Trump and tried to come back to America after visiting Spain for a month, and they stopped her and held her for hours upon hours upon hours. You sent me that. You want to see that video you sent me?
Sure.
It's pretty good. Kind of
If
long.
it's allegedly true,
Kinda long.
right? It could not be. It might not be true. But I mean, just in case you try to. I decide to travel outside the country. You decide to travel outside the country.
I'm not leaving the country until this son of a bitch is out of office, unless they, deport me, which is possible. I know what's causing us to stop. It's me.
If I do leave, I ain't telling anybody about it.
When I go to,
What's that?
they're gonna know. Where's Wellington's name?
Yeah, they'll. I gotta break all contact.
All right. I'll pull this up. I'll probably go blank for a second again. Apparently, my computer can't handle me opening up a page while I'm on this. I have a 7. I bought the big one, man, when I bought this computer, and it can't handle me. Piece of shit. I got to buy a new computer. Got to buy a new car. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, the way things are going, I would just, you probably will have to hold off.
This
on
is
any of
you making excuses about why you're late again.
those. Yes.
This woman here.
But hey, the pancakes turned out well. That's all I can say.
She doesn't get to the story fast enough for my liking.
Well, why don't we just talk about it? Because she was just saying that she got detained, right?
I'll show her real quick. We'll just talk about it because she does take too long.
What does she say about Trump?
Here she is. I'll put her up there.
I mean, is that like her?
Make this big?
Sure.
In Germany for around 2 hours, and then I came into the United States. Here's my global entry card, because a lot of you guys don't believe that I did have global entry. Yes, I do have global entry, and this still happens to me. I still got detained. I went through the global entry line with my hand in my eyes, and I continued walking. I had the green check mark, and then an officer told me I needed to go to the right.
I can't make her big.
So I go to the right. I get asked questions by another officer. He asked me where I'm coming from and where I answered TikTok, because I do have other accounts that I'm very social on. I have thousands of followers. And he asked me to step into this box-looking thing. It's about 3 sides, and then
she's an American, John.
That officer then took me to a room, which I did insert a photo again here. Which this is the first room I was taken. So that is the original first room.
This woman was pulled over out of line. They grabbed her and said, "Come with us." And then they abused her for about 4 hours. And kept asking her, "Who are you? Why are you here? Are you planning on moving out of the country? What? Your daddy is a naturalized citizen. Where's he at? Is he a terrorist? Are you a terrorist?" Bullshit like that. And they grilled her. And she's an American citizen. They stopped her at the entry from Spain.
So,
but she's not white, so I can understand. White supremacist nation we're becoming. We are becoming a white supremacist nation. You can see that, right?
I mean, it's not getting weirder. It's just
Trump
they're not even trying to hide it, and then they're gaslighting
the library of the head librarian of Congress is black. She got fired this week, not because she did something wrong, but because she's black. And when asked about it, the liar-in-chief spokeswoman, she had books on the shelves that we don't appreciate. She had a lot of books, many books. The Library of Congress.
Well, she had like some books, 2 Rosa Parks books. But
Rosa Parks people, she wouldn't get up, sit down. You go to the back of the bus. That kind of back talk. Those, the people that give us that.
But they don't actually. They don't actually. Somebody pointed this out, which I don't know because I've never been there. They don't actually lend out books at the Library of Congress, do they?
Really? Oh my God!
They might. I don't know.
No, they don't.
They don't. Okay.
You got to visit. No. I mean, you can get the information though if you want. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I mean, what are they doing though? I mean, let's think about this. They're scrubbing all of these people because last time people stood up. There were still people that stood up to any of the things that he wanted to do. So now he's getting rid of every single one of these barriers. That any sort of spokesperson, any sort of person, black, any sort of person that would
mostly just black
stand up for what
they're firing white people too, but they're definitely firing black people because it's DEI hires. That's what they say. This woman has a graduate degree from I forget which institution. She's fucking way qualified, and it's not good enough because we're only hiring on merit now. So we hire people like Pete Hegseth and Stephen Miller, 2 incompetent boobs that couldn't find their way out of a dark room.
I mean, think about that. There wouldn't
lit up by spotlights all day long.
Other than Trump's, none of these people would have jobs in any other administration. None of them. Including
Never could
Including-
work for them. Well,
including
Scott
the vice
Bessent,
president.
Scott Bessent might. Definitely the vice president is incompetent. Which
And
takes
I
us to
would
Marjorie
even-
Taylor Greene. You want to do that?
Maybe even Rubio. Maybe even Rubio at this point.
Well, they said he was competent, but we're not seeing any signs of it.
Because he's spineless.
There's no evidence. There's no evidence that Rubio is competent in any shape or form. You want to go to the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing, or
Sure.
no? Let's go to the chief negotiator with Russia, Steve Witkoff. What did he do?
He had a meeting with the Russians again, but this time it was without interpreters, right?
So a secret meeting
Secret meeting
with Putin. He met Putin. He negotiated with
I thought it
Putin
was
without
just
an American interpreter. No.
So
He's met with Putin without a U.S. interpreter. So
I mean,
he just basically trusted everything Putin said in Russian. And Putin speaks English fine, by the way, just so you know. Putin's
I'm sure.
a fluid English speaker. But
I'm sure.
when they have meetings with him, he zippy, 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 shoo, zippy, shoo, zippy, shoo. So, I don't know.
I think
Fucking
at
pisses
some
me off.
point, Donald Trump is going to overplay his hand in this whole thing, and we're all going to pay for it.
He's already done it, though, and it doesn't matter.
No, I mean, in a
No
worse
one's
way.
paying.
Worse. I mean, catastrophic.
Not as long as Republicans keep supporting him. Only thing
No.
do
I'm talking about on the
is
world
remove him from
stage.
office, and you're never gonna.
I'm
What's
talking
he
about on
gonna
the
do?
world
I mean,
stage.
dude, the shelves are going to be empty in this country in a few months because of the supply lines have been destroyed for weeks now.
I know. What
That's
I'm
going to
saying
have
is,
that later mode where those shelves are going to be empty. The supply lines have been broken, just like after COVID. Except this is all self done. He did it to himself. All of this, he's doing it to the country, and he doesn't care because he's getting fucking richer every day. So Doll Donny says, "Oh, you're only going to have $2 for Christmas." That was the goal for most of us. What does he think?
but remember how
Do you ever buy your kids $30? You ever buy your kids $30 for Christmas?
remember how hooked he has these people, right? Because with Biden, we talked about this. Biden was trying to bring back industry in certain places in a similar way, only it was more gradual, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this. But for MAGA then, that was unacceptable that prices were high because we had to deal with the after effects of COVID, of them bringing in resources and getting supply chain back up and again. But that was unacceptable for MAGA. That was unacceptable.
What they don't even talk about is Trump's tariff war with China then in 2018.
Right,
He's having a
right.
tariff war, which was destroying our country's supply lines then.
$30, which that's not the thing that he needs to be talking about. The thing that he needs to be talking about is the price of regular supplies, and that's not what he'll talk about. That's why he's talking about toys. And you're right, Marv. Mattel is not a country.
He said, Mattel said they were going to go another place and get their toys and beat the tariffs. Well, we'll just raise the toy tariffs on that country, Mattel, the country of Mattel, the country of you fucking moron, Donald Trump. It's a toy factory. It's a company, you shit for brains. God, that's so stupid. How could you morons vote for that piece of shit?
Easy. They think that they're going to be winning. They think, he's still got them hooked. They think in 3 weeks they're going to be getting checks. These people still think that they're going to be getting checks somehow.
This is when he leaves office. This is what they would sound like, John, if he ever leaves office.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael, help me.
That's what they sounded like when he had to leave last time. No, Donald, don't leave us. Don't leave us. No, Donald. Let's pussies. We're a bunch of pussies.
In any good cult, they are willing. If he's going down, they're going to go right down with him. So anything that he says, they're going to believe.
Until it actually happens, then they say they don't like him, and then he gives them what do you call it? He gave them pardons. Now this one guy, he committed another crime. When he got pardoned, he's saying that pardon counted as getting him out of that crime, and they're saying, no, that crime was a different crime.
I mean, how long are we going to keep believing that? And we know that it is. That a lot of this is racism, and that a lot of these people that are still backing
racism, yeah,
are willing to go this far and destroy an entire. And let's be real, the United States is gone. There's no. It's so what we have had or thought of whenever he went on the Capitol like that. That was the first signal that this is not what it was anymore. You know,
we're fucked. I mean, even if we can fix it, it's going to take years.
Well, it's going to take years to get the trust back on both sides, on Republican and Democrat. Because let's say you guys keep saying that there's going to be an election. I'm not so sure. But a lot of people keep saying, oh, we'll just wait until the midterms. You wait until the election. Okay. And then let's say that he's been, meddling in the election, whether through rhetoric or whether through actual meddling. Once we start saying, oh, this election was rigged, then it's the same as what he was doing. And he's going to point.
Did you see in Oklahoma?
I mean, it's still like.
You see Oklahoma? What Oklahoma's doing? Oklahoma's putting in their textbooks that Trump won 2020. That's going to be part of the curriculum, that he won the election.
Yeah. And
they're getting rid of these lies of the left-wing teachers unions that's saying that, and the teachers union had nothing to do with this, all right? Nothing whatsoever. But the lies of the left-wing teachers union that say that Trump actually lost an election. And when the guy is confronted, they go, everything you're saying has been totally debunked, and you're the one not telling the truth. And he goes, well, we're just going to let the media tell their lies and ignore it when we know the truth that Donald Trump actually won the election.
Right. And that's
where's your evidence of that?
They don't need evidence anymore. It's what they think they believe.
No.
Because now, and like I said, when the midterms happen,
we're going to walk in.
You there?
What's going to happen when midterms happen?
Oh, I was waiting for you to talk. Okay. So let's say the scenario is. Let's say the scenario is that there's actually midterms take place, okay, and the Republicans win, and either due to rhetoric or suppressing the vote or other sort of shenanigans, and then Democrats and or liberals point the finger and everybody else saying, "Oh no, you rigged it," right? Just like they said to us, okay. So now all Trump has to say is, well, since neither side has faith in our elections anymore, I'm just going to suspend elections. I can do that. I'm Donald Trump. And they're going to do it. And they're going to let him do it. You see, that's the problem.
Anytime we go to vote, it's going to be like this.
And snap, there goes election.
It's Wild West, baby.
And then on top of that, then people won't vote even less than they didn't vote before.
That was a show. Sorry.
Do you think they'll let us do the show from ourselves, like together in the same one, like you're in one cell and I'm in the other, and we? Okay.
No. We're not going to have any right. We're going to be in El Salvador in a little tight little box with six other guys.
The problem is you'll have the same haircut.
They're Americans now. They deported several Americans, and when they're directly asked about it, they say it didn't happen. They just deny it. We've deported no Americans. They said, do you think we should be allowed to deport Americans? They won't answer the question. They won't answer it. They simply ignore it. Kristi Noem is in Congress, and they're asking her, Secretary Noem, you've blown through your budget already. This is May. You've spent your money. You're supposed to bring in another budget and show us your plans. Well, my staff is working on that. You're supposed to have it here. This is why we're here. We want to see your budget. Well, as soon as my staff gets that, we'll get it to you guys. Yeah. No, you're not going to get it because you're fucking buying little Barbie dress-up outfits and getting your Mar-a-Lago face, and you're fucking killing dogs and losing money in restaurants, you incompetent piece of shit. Oh, that's my opinion of Christine Noem, by the way. I don't.
Well, isn't that part of the shell game? Like more money from like other places are going to get moved into her.
It's limitless for deportations, and we took a flight to Guantanamo Bay with 9 people on it and spent $9 million on it for those 9 people. How much? They're not saving us. They don't give a shit about the budget. They're not saving any money. Fucking Elon Musk is fake Doge and all that bullshit.
Who was the was a Nebraska senator who was all about the Biden's immigration plan? What was his name? Am I thinking of the right guy?
Yeah. Inman? Was it Inman?
It might have been. But he was saying that
he wrote the new immigration plan. He wrote it.
He was saying
James Inman, I think is.
Oh, I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of. The one I'm thinking of is like almost a ginger, and he's got like blonde hair, or maybe like red hair almost.
Yeah,
or maybe it is okay. But he was saying, it's all right.
During Biden's speech, he was agreeing with Biden that we did have a plan.
He was saying Biden's plan would have been tougher than what, or would have done more effective than what just rounding everybody up.
Oh, because we're not doing a good job of this. They're arresting innocent people. It's going to cost us billions of dollars when these people sue.
Yeah,
they're
going to extra and lawsuits. Yeah.
Well, they're going to win. They're going to win in court.
Not if they don't have any rights to sue.
They become a dictatorship. They're making so many mistakes. Doge is going to lose way more money than they ever saved because all these people are going to get their back pay and shit.
Yeah, but think about it though. Donald Trump went into this thinking I have nothing to lose. It's either I win the presidency, just like before. Either I win the presidency or I go to jail. And he won the presidency when it came down to jail or presidency. That's how big the con became.
Yeah.
And so now the con is, well, let's just make as much money as we can and break everything we can on the way out. Because in a sense, these people.
Yeah. He's making a fortune. He's doubled his income. He went from $2.5 billion to $5 billion, and it's still growing. He took $200 million from the Saudis this week at a meme party. Another guy gave him $20 million. He said it in it so I can talk to the president. I gave him $20 million so I can talk. Quid pro quo is what it is. It's so corrupt.
Can I ask you a question, though? Does it seem like that someone else is in charge of all this and they're just pulling the cruelest joke on everybody?
I think Laura Loomer is. I do think Laura Loomer is telling Laura Loomer.
I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like...
because when he looked at that picture last week and said, this is a real picture, obviously he thought it was a real picture. So his handlers are lying to him constantly about everything.
Oh, well,
the MS-13 picture?
Yes.
Trump doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. He's being lied to and fed. Peter Navarro told him tariffs are a great idea. And it is a great idea for Trump because he's stealing money with the tariffs. He's getting corruption. Elon Musk loves it because now they're going to put Starlink in all these other countries. They're going to have to for part of the tariff deal.
It just seems like okay, I get it. he won and everything, or he won or he didn't win, whatever. He's in power, so we just kind of deal with it. But it's like something else seems.
Gutter just gave Trump a $400 million jet.
The what?
Did you see that? Gutter gave Trump a $400 million jet.
Did you say
it's going to become Air Force One? They're going to review
Qatar or Gutter?
Gutter, the country of Gutter. Gutter. Qatar.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Gave Trump a jet. It's a $400 million jet, and they're changing it to become Air Force One.
I mean, what's wrong with that, Marv? It's a gift. The president isn't allowed to accept gifts from random countries or countries that kill journalists or countries that have nuclear weapons.
They're not
countries
allowed. Presidents are not allowed to do that.
Since when?
They don't get to keep them. They don't get to keep them. If they do get a gift, they don't get to keep it.
Guess what? There's a new sheriff in town. He's accepting gifts on behalf of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, Trump came out today or yesterday. Stephen Miller came out and says, we're getting rid of habeas corpus, which is your right to due process.
Yeah.
And when we're under attack, we have the right to eliminate habeas corpus to protect the American people. What does that mean, Mark? We're not under attack.
Right, but what does that mean?
You go to court, you're not guaranteed a lawyer, you're not guaranteed a chance to defend yourself. You just go to jail.
Oh, it has nothing to do with necrophilia.
I don't know. That's a different habeas or a corpus. You're probably thinking of the word corpus. Yeah.
Okay.
But we aren't going to get fucked in the ass. But we'll be awake for it. We're not going to die.
I just thought
we might die afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to lose habeas corpus under Trump. He said he was activated the other day to respond to Russia. And they're like, what? Activated? Huh? What was that movie called? What was
Manchurian
the movie called?
Candidate?
People were activated.
Manchurian Candidate?
Yes. And Trump goes, ridiculous. I'm not from China. I'm not Manchurian. I don't even have a mustache. A Manchurian flag. He says tariff talks are going great. And so far, there's no evidence that he's done anything. He said he has reached a deal with England, but actually, there were no details in it. It just, we sort of agreed we're going to make a deal later. We'll flesh out the details down the road. But it's a deal that we all can live with and love. And here's the problem. We had a surplus from England. We weren't, there was no trade deficit with them. We weren't making money from them.
Yeah, we don't get anything from them.
He's finally reached a deal with someone that we were making money with. They get it from us, though, which made it a surplus, and we made a deal. So I doubt if it's better than it was. It's probably worse. Because so far, every deal I've seen, we're doing worse than we were before. We got to get all these things done. It's 33 minutes in. India, Pakistan are at war. And nuclear powers.
I'm really worried about that part because that could be a draw into something a lot bigger. And that's kind of what I mean when I was talking about on the world stage of him just fumbling something big time that gets a lot of people here a problem,
Agreed. He said he's got a ceasefire arranged already. Trump said he did that. I doubt if he did anything.
For India and Pakistan?
He will take the credit, so. He's a fucking moron.
For India and Pakistan?
Yeah, he said there's a ceasefire in place.
Yeah, you know why, right? You know what he's desperate to have? He wants
a Nobel Peace Prize.
Prize, yes. He wants that.
He thinks he deserves it already.
Yeah.
Frankly,
I don't.
There's a lot of peace. I leave everything in pieces. Yeah, nothing changed under the Abraham's Accord, by the way. It was all these countries that were already getting along with us agree to get along with us.
Right.
Oh,
but they're bringing in Kushner back in.
It's like saying, my wife has agreed to stay with my wife.
They brought Kushner back in to expand.
He's the one that arranged the $200 million donation. It came out of Kushner. The $200 million came out of Kushner's $2 billion budget gift from the Saudis. That's where $200 million of it came from Kushner to Trump from the Saudis. That fund he's managing for them. Here, I manage it. I'll give it to Trump. Buy you influence in the presidential administration.
So where do you think he is on our trillion monitor? How many billions has he had siphoned away from the United States? Or just out and out taken or received because he's president? How much money do you think he's
I would
up
guess
to?
he's probably cost us. I would guess he's cost us about $2 trillion already. Would be my just a guess, though. I have no idea.
No, I mean money he's actually
down the
taken
road.
in
It's going to cost us so much money. Him?
Yeah.
I mean, the country's lost $9 trillion since he's been in office.
No, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get all that. I mean, that's all. He doesn't care about that. I'm talking about how much has Donald Trump made?
Oh, he's doubled he's gotten $2.5 billion.
So he's
That's how much
doubled
he's made. His income. He's a $5 billionaire now.
He's $5 billion?
Because he made billions from the meme coins bullshit.
Right. And Truth Social, right?
And that's just countries giving him money. Because everybody knows that's all bullshit. It's not even real, but they're just donating money to him for his presidential library.
Right.
But it won't go there. You know, he's going to siphon it off and steal it. Because he's a crook.
But, you know, I mean, but that's still a drop in a bucket, right? Compared to Elon and compared to Bezos and compared to some of these, like, sheiks or whatever.
Yeah, it is.
So let's say you are
Gates
right.
came out today and said he's got his plan to give away all of his money. He's a whole $100 million. He's going to give it all away before he dies.
100 billion?
100 billion. 100 billion. So I was calling him up, saying, "You want to play some golf, Bill?" I said, no, he didn't want anything to do with me. He said, "Don't you drive a 2004 Lexus?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah. Yeah, I'm not interested in hanging out with you, Marv Connor."
That's shitty. What a dick. All right. And
South Africans are sending
in
refugees.
3 weeks or 3 months.
Did we talk about this?
No, go ahead.
What?
I was going to talk about
the South Africans refugees are coming. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, we were saying it before. It was we think it's going to be 3 weeks or 3 months before everything hits the fan.
I would guess 4 months. I would say school time when school starts up.
Yeah.
School supplies are going to be missing. Shelves will be empty. I mean, these trucks all these products are not coming in right now because they're being sent back to the other countries. That's going to be you're going to be wiping your ass with cloth because you didn't buy toilet paper, John. You're going to have a wet towel next to the toilet.
What we're doing next week is stock up.
You're going to have a wet towel next to the toilet and wiping your ass with a rag.
And Donald Trump's going to be like,
"This is a great idea.
Just use adult diapers like I do, and you won't have to worry."
Frankly, a lot of people say adult diapers, way to go. I don't have to wear them. I want to.
Apparently, there's proof at one of the WrestleManias when he either got knocked down or knocked down somebody that you can see his diaper in his pants. I don't know if that's.
I can't look for anything again.
But let's talk about what you were going to talk about.
The computer will slow down. I won't be able to get a computer. We're going to be stuck with this shitty computer of mine.
I know.
I'll put in Trump diaper proof. They say he smells like shit. They say Trump smells like shit.
Yeah, he just kind of lets himself go whenever he feels like it. Or whenever he's under stress or something. It's like a stress shit. That sounds like how Stephen Miller might have been born. Like they
Might
just
be
opened
his
him
job
up
to change the
and
diaper, you think?
there he was.
He makes a woman, I know he made a woman steam his pants with his pants on. He wouldn't take them off. She had to get the wrinkles out of his pants.
Stephen Miller?
Yeah, no. His, remember that real pretty woman that used to work for him and testified against him even?
Oh, her?
They call him Limburger because he smells so bad. That's what his nickname is around the White House.
Huh.
Limburger, I smell like cheese. They love how the cheese smells.
And you were talking about South
Frankly,
Africa?
it's the best cheese smell ever. I can't find the diaper stuff. Yeah, South
Okay.
Africans are going to get refugee status. Trump's administration has provided because 49 farmers have been killed in attacks on South African white farmers since 2022. 49 farmers have been murdered, and South Africa goes, yeah, well, we know it's a problem, but it's not just white farmers. They're killing a lot of farmers because we don't have any police presence on these farms, and these people are killing them. Because it's not a, and Trump is like, it's racist, they're attacking the white people, you gotta save the white people. So instead of throwing the white people out, we're bringing white people in.
White Christians, right?
I don't know. I don't think Trump cares about that. Just be white.
And wouldn't that Carolyn Levitt?
Probably her rich husband has something to do with it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, where's Elon from?
South Africa. He's the South African prince that duped Trump. You know, right? We all got the emails. Trump just followed up on it. We weren't smart enough.
He did.
Trump was smart enough to follow up on the South African prince. If you will send, look, I've got $2 million waiting for you. You send me $1,000, and I will get you the money from there. I'll send you a check for $5,000. You send me $1,000.
I've got this beautiful
farmland. You deposit that check for $5,000. Write me a check for $1,000.
Right.
Yeah. Why would you do this, South African prince? Why would you even involve me? You don't need to give me $4,000. I'm just a great guy. I love to help people. Janine DePiro. Talk about a sycophant. This woman, Janine DePiro. What'd you say about her? Drunk? Allegedly? Drunk all the
time?
Yeah,
they that's what they say, you know, that she likes her wine. A white in the afternoon with a little bit of ice and you know, that red evening wine. Then we'll save the hard liquor until after midnight.
She ran for office somewhere.
Allegedly.
And got slaughtered. Was
she with Giuliani? Wasn't she a prosecutor?
She used to be a lot better looking. Yes, for a county, though.
Okay.
She was a county prosecutor. Here's what USA Today. She's, as top DC prosecutor, is Trump's worst pick yet. That says a lot. When you're the worst pick by guy who picked Pete Hegseth.
I mean, Pam Bondi isn't exactly setting the world on fire. So. Kash Patel isn't even showing up for meetings. I think he's zooming his
God,
meetings.
she's awful.
Yeah,
You're right. You know, when Pam gets us in court, she's going to say bad things about us, John.
Oh, terrible. But Pam is also going to make the MAGA
Fox
power
News.
ranking.
Who knew when you took a job, it was a direct pipeline to the presidency? She'll probably get elected president now because she comes and she'll be on TV all the time. Something about what a great job I'm doing.
You know, Marv, I don't think it's
apparently she only got picked for this because she's loyal to Donald Trump. Trump pardoned her ex-husband in his first presidential term for crimes that he had committed. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. But they weren't. I mean,
ex-husband
he didn't kill anybody, right? What did he do? White collar crimes?
I don't know what he did, but I know she's the reason why Fox had to pay the $800 million in defamation. She was the main catalyst for that lawsuit. She cost her employer $800 million, and they kept her on. I think I would have fired her.
Was that Bondi or is that who are you talking about?
He wants
now?
a prosecutor to do what he says, and she's going to do that.
Oh, Pirro,
Janine DePiro.
So what did she do then that cost him? I mean, she was sexually harassing people or what?
She's at the nation's capital. She'll be arresting senators. What?
I don't know. You like sped up really quick, and I didn't know what was going on there for a second.
I said her husband was pardoned by Trump.
Now, are we talking about Kim Bondi or are we talking about Janine Pirro?
Janine DePiro. I've been on DePiro the whole time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got mixed up there. My fault.
Bondi's already in. There's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, but what did she do at Fox that cost them so much money?
She kept promoting the presidential lie that the voting machines were rigged.
Oh, okay.
That's who they lost the money to. The voting machine company sued Fox News, Dominion, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And she kept putting people on that kept saying, yeah, these machines were fixed. They were rigged. And then, when of course, there was no evidence whatsoever of any of that. But according to the Oklahoma school board, it was all true. And so was Janine DePiro. And I'll click why her ex-husband was pardoned. I want to see that.
Yeah.
What kind of criminal thing he did that he was convicted of? Because
it's probably fraud or white collar tax evasion or those things. Insider trading.
It's in tax evasion.
Yeah.
In the year 2000.
See, these are things Trump doesn't think that are crimes. That's why.
This is a judge who married somebody convicted of conspiracy and tax evasion. She's a smart judge.
She's probably just pissed she never got that Judge Judy.
Well, they divorced in 2013.
Oh.
So even he couldn't put up with her. She acts, in my opinion, I think she's drunk on her show a lot. She gives me the signals that she's a drunk. But, she probably went to Pete Hicks's place and they sat around and drank together.
She might be.
Allegedly.
I mean, so you expect her to start going after the senators and arresting them?
If she can, she will. No doubt.
So, yeah, let's put all this together. The suspension of habeas corpus. You have Janine DePiro. She starts, arresting congressmen and senators. And guess what they're not able to do on a regular basis? Show up for votes. And so if you can't show up for votes and you don't have a Congress that has enough senators and congressmen to show up for votes because they're all in jail, then guess what you can do? You can dissolve Congress. You don't need it anymore if you got the president deciding everything through executive orders.
It's true. That's how Hitler did it, right?
And then who are you gonna bring up a case to?
The Reichstag.
Supreme Court. Well, the Supreme Court's in the president's pocket.
You can't get to them without doing the earlier courts, anyways. You can't just go to the Supreme. Well, you can if you're the president. You can get cases, but it's just fuck. Next thing I have though is
still a year away, Marv. Right?
It's more than a year. It's a year and a half, isn't it?
Yeah. And by the
depressing,
I'm just not seeing that there's going to be a midterm election. I'm just.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene decided not to run for the Senate. Maybe she knows something.
You know what I'm most irritated about? The Bears are just now starting to get good, and we're going to have declared martial law right in the middle of the football season.
So cute that you think the Bears are starting to get good. I love that.
Hey. Well, I don't mean good. I mean as in like break even, like 9-8. That's how I mean. I don't mean like good. Better. Let me put it that way. Not embarrassing.
All right. All right, you ready for the Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah.
This is one you told me about. I didn't know about this.
Is the post that Mr. Lefelt put up. Mr. Lefelt came in here today saying that this is game day. You're right, Mr. Lefelt. This is game day.
One moment, a point of order.
You're not.
Madam Chair, I have a point of order. The document that you have up behind you is a misrepresentation of the actual post. It appears that you're trying to misrepresent a witness here who you use subpoena powers against.
Not Miss Stansbury. Miss Stansbury, this is not a point of order.
Actual picture.
Miss Stansbury, you're not recognized. Miss Stansbury, you're not recognized. Miss Stansbury, you are not recognized.
Chairwoman,
you are not. This is not a point of order. Miss Stansbury, this is not a point of order.
What the committee does, you are misrepresenting the witnesses, you are misrepresenting policy, you are misrepresenting.
Miss Stansbury, you're not recognized. You're not recognized. That's not a point of order. You're abusing the rules of this committee.
That's just ridiculous, Marjorie.
You cunt. Sorry, ladies.
She said her name like 3 times. Of course she recognizes her.
Yeah, it's like when the printer says, can't find, my computer says they can't find the printer. I'm going, it's right fucking there.
Turn your head and look.
Damn it, computer, the printer is there. Find it. Can't find printer. It's there. Trust me, printer.
Definitely, Marjorie has earned Performer of the Week like several times this week because she didn't do one big thing, but she did a lot of small things that were very, very effective in Trumpian. They got her Performer of the Week. There's no doubt in my mind. What's that?
Last week was Pope Trump.
Pope Trump.
Last week was Pope Trump.
Yeah, Performer
Pam
of the Week.
Bondi was second. Holman, gravel mouth. Oh, we're going to deport everybody because we can. Nobody. My AOC better watch herself because I'm coming after her. Stephen Miller. He is the greatest president alive. There is no one that will question our president. He cannot be questioned. He is the supreme being. Yeah. Tim and Walls, you're fired, but now you're ambassador to UN.
Right.
You're already picking number 1, you're saying.
No, she's not. No. She's not number 1. You're missing. She's just the Performer of the Week.
Oh, Performer of the Week. You got a new category?
Yeah. She can never make it into the top 5. Like her and Lauren Boebert or any of those can never actually make it into the top 5. But she can definitely be the Trump Performer of the Week.
G, right there. MTG, Performer of the Week. Maybe I need to turn my camera a little more. There we go. The glare off my computer is blocking it. Okay. All right. Should we do to this already? Should we move to this?
Yeah, I think we should get on this.
We cut it down to 5. I think Kristi Noem, her performances.
Yeah, she's in there.
I think she was fucking the hottest Trumpy this week because she was called to Congress and she wouldn't answer shit. Her and Kash Patel both did a masterful job of denying reality.
Yeah, they're up. But you know who else is up there? I like the Treasury Secretary, the one who looks like a complete pancake. He needs to be. Yeah. He needs to be up there because he's like. I keep trying to. There's a cartoon character that guy looks like, and I quite haven't put my finger on it yet. It just looks like an oval with glasses. There's like nothing else.
Was it the guy that played Dennis the Menace's dad?
Dennis the Menace's dad.
Is that him? Oh, froze up. John, come back. John Jacob Hammerschmidt. My name is his. Well, while we're waiting for John, let's play a scream. What the fuck was that? I had a new one I wanted to play. John, come back. I don't see. It could be my thing.
Oy, oy, oy. Oh, burrito bondito? El bobrito gangsterito. Banditelli don bobrelli. El bondito bobrito
Hey,
gangsterito.
India, we're attacking you.
Burrito bondito?
What do you think of that, Indian?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm adding this
Ma'am,
to
are you a prostitute?
I'm adding this to your cash.
No! No! No!
We lost John. My name is his name too. No. New window. John, Facebook. John. You can just click his Facebook thing. Hey, if you're interested in being on our show, message me on Sunday mornings and we can pop you on here. We'll send you a link and your computer's probably better than mine. Maybe we'll run the third. Let me add on back just in case. Oh, I could pause this. Let's pause it. Okay, we're back on, folks.
Hot stove.
Hot stove in it. We're going to pick our top 5. We had nominations are Besant, Noem, and Battelle. I need to learn how to spell Kristi Noem's name. I don't remember. Nhome.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
So I think just the way you said that is 5, 4, 3.
Oh, well, who would be 2 and 1 then? Who else are the other nominations?
You know, I think you still got to put Bondi up there.
What'd she do this week though?
Or even Levitt. Well, Levitt, you know, just is still being the mouthpiece of the, you know, actually probably put her 5.
Right. Levitt. I think Noem or Patel are the worst this week, but Stephen Miller bragging about ending. I mean, just so proud of it.
So he probably won, right? And then you got Noem and Patel, and then all we need is 4. Or actually, we got it. We got
Levitt at 5, right?
Yeah.
She is such a fucking shit for brain. God,
yeah.
She's Baghdad Bob. Remember him?
4 is
Iraq War, the first one? Remember the first war?
Yeah.
Baghdad Bob was, the tanks are rolling up behind him, and he goes, "The war is going great. We're doing super." That's the tanks rolling behind him. Miller,
Witkoff. Or yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, Witkoff. Oh. Well,
Yeah, that's who I would put
we
it
should
for.
put Besant. Witkoff having a meeting with the Russians. Pretty bad. Besant at 3. They were grilling him. Did you see the hearing? He goes, "Do you know what the Constitution is, Mr. Besant?" "Yes, I do." He goes, "And do you follow it?" "I have." "Oh, what we're asking is, are you going to follow it? Are you going to follow it? Are you going to follow the directions of the Constitution?" "I have done that."
And he didn't want to leave.
Will you in the future?
I don't know.
He didn't say. He didn't answer. Are you going to? What do you think? Could you
So
maybe
I
follow the
think
Constitution?
Noam and Patel are both at a tie for 2, and then you got Miller at 1.
How do you spell Noam?
Noem.
I don't know. That's too easy, I think. Let me look it up. Maybe I hate to do this because I'll look it up on my phone. So,
all right,
Christy Noam. Christy. Oh, Noem. It's she can't even spell her name right. Everybody knows Nome. No,
She is he is silent of the gnomes. When the gnomes separated, as my friend would say, they
I'm
took
of the
away
gnome
the
group
G.
that can't spell. We're gonna go with the E first.
Right.
We're gonna go OE because the O is.
Get rid of that G. We're flipping it around and we're putting it on the inside.
And we're gonna go Cash Patel, who is just a little punk, isn't he?
No, I wanted him. Oh, okay. You had Miller at. Where did you have Miller though?
I don't have him now.
Yeah, so
kicked him off
Patel is tied. Patel is tied with Noam
at 2.
Yeah, they can't be at number 1.
They can't
because one's a woman and the other one's not white, right? So only a white
And
person can be at 1.
Is Miller up? Miller is just because we can't.
Miller, yeah.
We can't.
Well, habeas corpus is pretty big.
Well, Miller moved up. Miller moved up from 4th to 1st.
I know. He is moving up in the power rankings.
Besant moved up. Levitt moved up.
Yeah.
Noam and Patel, they weren't even in the top 5. Look at that. Only one person.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing this, and she's not going to make her way into the top 5, but she could easily be in the top 10.
Well, you know what? She did the country a favor saying she's not going to run for the Senate. I think she realized she could never win. I think she says, "I don't want that embarrassment," because she can only win in that district that she's in. She wins easily because they're all a bunch of fucking idiots.
I'm getting confused.
She realizes most of the state is not going to vote for her.
When are these congressmen and senators going to step up and start really showing themselves? You know what I mean? Where's our Jim Jordan's? He's been quiet here. Maybe in Congress he's been running his mouth, but I mean, he needs to get out there. He's not
been
even
watching
close
wrestlers get raped. He's been watching videos of
Yeah.
wrestlers got raped and not going to report it.
I mean, I get that's what you do in your downtime, but you got Comer. What's old Comer up to? Come on, Comer. Who you like bored? You investigating no Democrats? Got so much power, don't know what to do with Comer. I mean, I'm disappointed in some of these. They lost all their power and they're just cashing checks.
Wait.
What? You know what? We're going to leave with the boys, but let's have the American anthem play for a second. What do you think? The Eagles. About the Eagle.
Maybe New America.
We should.
Maybe the New America would be better. The unmagged America. New America. Not numerical. I don't want to talk to you about numbers, but numerica.
Oh, they're cutting Medicare. We should mention real quick. Oh, we did tell you that, didn't we? Did we bring
Yeah,
that?
I mean, it's
They're
all
not
part
really
of the
cutting
show,
it.
man.
They're just saying the states are going to take it over, and the states are like, whoa, 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 whoa. We don't have the money for Medicare.
Look, old people, we need your sacrifice to pay for 20 more missiles whenever we start our Phantom Wars. Okay, it's all going to go to defense. All right, sorry.
And the state said, I
don't know what they said. Fuck you is what they said. See? And you yelled at me earlier on. Oh, why, John? You didn't say nothing. And I went with the bit. I went with the one time I went with the bit, and I trusted you.
And
then
helicoptered
again,
you.
and then you helicoptered me. Fuck
did.
you.
I didn't P. Diddy you.
Well, no.
So cutting
for that.
Noam won't say what her budget. Trump thinks Mattel's a country. We covered that. Secret Russian medium covered it. We got it all. We covered it all.
All right, Marv, then I need one good thing from you. What happened? One good thing this week.
Democrats have said they found a candidate, John. We have everyone is supporting. The money is coming in for whoever this candidate is. All we know is it's not going to be a woman because we're not doing that again, is what this woman said. We're not doing that again. We've tried twice. You fucking Americans are never going to vote for a woman. Who is that man that we're running, John?
Democrats still haven't learned. Well, the Republicans are not going to run a woman, but I don't know. But
it's Bernie Sanders.
The good one. Yeah, and they're going to say he's too old. It's not Bernie Sanders.
So what?
There's no way.
Fuck him. So fuck him.
There's no way.
I will be.
The Pope was the good thing of the week.
I don't even wear a diaper. The other guy wears a diaper. Vote for me.
So you think it's Bernie Sanders? You think that's who it is?
Who else could everybody want?
This is why is our country run like the WWE?
These people are saying everybody's already agreed on it. We're not even going to be in on this secret until.
Of course not. We never were before.
Who is it? Who's going to be? Is it Tim Walz? The football coach?
I don't know.
Who's the man?
Are they? They're no. You know who? I mean, if it's Democrats, they're going to act just like Trump. And who do you think is the most telegenic person they could put up there? Who do you think it's going to be?
Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
Gavin.
Yes.
But he's got a lot of baggage, man.
I mean, does he work well with TV?
He's smooth,
right?
Yeah. He's smooth as ice, man.
I mean,
you think it's Kevin?
I mean, if you're gonna do, they're starting to act like each other in certain ways. Like anytime you see a Democrat now on TV, they try to talk, throw a little curse word in there every now and then to make it seem like they're one of the regular people. That's their little Trumpian twist. And
what he doesn't get about the regular people is we're irregular.
Right. We're Gabriel brothers out here.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've got one long sleeve and one short sleeve.
We're Marshalls.
So yeah, sometimes it says Chicago Bears. That's why we bought it for $1.
We're Mac Bids.
Right. Timu or whatever that is.
We're Big Lots. We're Big Lots.
Speaking, Marv, real quick, I've got a warning for you. Because something may happen with the health of the president and what would we look for them to do? They gotta prop up the business,
Trump.
Right?
You're gonna do a fake Trump.
And it could be you. So we gotta say right now, you gotta mark yourself.
Lots of better impersonators than me.
Whenever they knock you out, yeah, but they're gonna need a lot of them, right? They're gonna need a lot of them. When things get bad, they're gonna need
it doesn't matter if you sound like them, just do this.
Right? Yeah. It's like, no, we got another one. So we gotta mark you in some way so we know it's Marv Trump.
If you can just do the jerk off dance.
Yes. they have auditions for the imposter Trump. What?
There's a really good one in this area. Noah Ryan. He does.
Well, I don't know if they can have a young guy. They're gonna have to put a lot of makeup on him, though, right?
Baby Trump. I guess that's a thing on TikTok that you can make yourself a baby.
Okay. Yeah.
He does a really good baby Trump. He's got a lot of followers. So he keeps saying he keeps posting that he's got a big deal happening. So maybe that'll come to fruition for him.
Well, if he's going to be the next imposter Trump, then Trump's going to be around for a while.
Is that open mic that we went to headquarters having another one soon, or you have seen anything?
I don't know.
We told her. I told her I'd bring a light next time.
Okay. Remember the way they did the Dread Pirate Robertson, I think that's who it was, on Princess Bride?
Yes.
They just kept bringing in. Yeah, they just kept bringing a new one out. That's the same thing they're going to do with Donald Trump. It's a rebrand.
Died. He's never dying.
I've been telling you guys this.
Maybe he's already died before then.
I called Trump Pope. I called American Pope. I called Judge Arrested.
Right. You got it right.
Come on. You got to start listening.
What's your prediction for this week? We've had Judge arrested. We had another judge charged. I don't know if he was arrested. They went after another judge.
I would say at least a congressman or a senator gets arrested.
A mayor got arrested this week. Did you see it?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
The Newark mayor.
Perhaps even a governor.
And they promised there's going to be more arrests from that day. They were going to arrest more people. And then they said it's on the body cam footage that the congressman threw an ICE person, body slammed an ICE person. And they released a video, and there's nothing, that didn't happen. And they're like, what? It kind of happened. No, it didn't happen at all.
And Marv,
we're arrested.
I also look for there to be a suspension of rights.
Scary times.
All of them.
All we can do is we have one group that can save us from all this. One special couple boys that can save us. Bring it home, boy. Save our country.
Now say thank you very much.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Do you know these guys?
No, pom pom.
Nope.
Au revoir, John. Thanks for saving America one more time this week. We got our list.
Yep.
This week, the leader was Stephen Miller. What a cunt.
Yep.